Craftsmanship and artistic vision, whilst certainly present in the human species, are not unique to it. Many animals possess a definite sense of aesthetic beauty and the talent to fulfill it, as different as that artistic vision may be from a typical human one. Draconids and birds especially seem to appreciate reflective and colorful objects, but few are so uniquely equipped to actually create art as the Spatterglass serpent. This species dwells in silica-rich deserts and can grow to an impressive 22 meters long, with a gargantuan wingspan of nearly twice that length. It does, however, lack legs completely, therefore qualifying as an amphitheater. Spatterglass serpents are almost exclusively nocturnal, allowing them to wait out the scorching desert sun in burrows under the sand. They spend their nights gliding high above the desert on their long, broad wings, searching for prey and hardly ever needing to flap. The Spatterglass serpent has proportionately large eyes which give it very good night vision, as well as somewhat unusual reverse countershading. This species possesses pale beige coloration on its back and the tops of its wings, and much darker belly scales and underwings, letting it blend into the night sky when seen from below, and the desert sand when seen from above. Spatterglass serpents patrol truly massive hunting grounds, covering hundreds of miles in a single night of hunting. They prey mostly on desert ungulates such as oryx or camels, but will eat anything within a certain size range. This species does not have very strong jaws, and usually kills by constriction. They will not, however, eat their prey immediately, and instead will transport it all the way back to their burrow. This is where the Spatterglass serpent's aesthetic preferences and bizarre method of food storage come into play. Spatterglass serpents will ingest large amounts of sand, funneling the particles into their incendiary gizzard rather than their stomach. This sand will melt down into molten glass, which the dragon sprays into towering shards and spires. These oddly beautiful formations are often unique in style to the individual, and surround the burrow in concentric circles. Spatterglass serpents often create two separate types of glass spire, one more unique and varying in shape, seemingly only for display purposes, and the other straight and exceedingly sharp. The dragon will then impale the prey it has stockpiled upon the sharper spikes, creating a gruesome display of its hunting prowess, as well as a useful way to store food to be ripped into bite-sized chunks. Spatterglass serpents also commonly use their long, narrow snouts to stab extra holes into the impaled carcasses, drinking the blood first. This makes the corpse last longer without rotting, and also stains the glass brownish red, which seems to be intentional. These glass bowers also play a very important role in how this species attracts mates, the only activity they perform diurnally. During the day, a Spatterglass serpent's burrow creates a dazzling spectacle visible for miles from the air. This species will judge potential partners on the size and complexity of their glass sculptures, as well as the amount of food they have stored. Individuals seem to have preferences, with some dragons preferring different shapes or amount of blood staining the glass. Spatterglass serpents also display for mates with their massive colorful crests, which they will flash while showing off their bowers. Interestingly, both males and females perform this behavior, unlike most bird species, and will seek each other out at random, not possessing a mating season. Females will lay clutches of 7 to 10 eggs in holes in the sand, and then will completely abandon them. The hatchlings feed off of small reptiles and insects until they are old enough to establish a territory and hunt larger prey. Spatterglass serpents have something of a storied past with humans, as dragon glass has long been considered extremely valuable, owing to its unique composition caused by the dragon's gizzard fluids, which make this glass tougher and more flexible than normal. This species is also very large and quite dangerous, and will hunt even when not hungry just to add to its bower. Humans are definitely the right size to be considered prey, and this has created several epic tales of brave adventurers setting off into the desert to vanquish the serpent and take its treasured glass. However, the advent of plexiglass has rendered dragon glass obsolete in construction, other than a curiosity or a collector's item. It is recommended to travel only during the day when within known Spatterglass serpent territory.